Okay, here we go. We'll be taking the Reds. Hopefully we can make them a great team again. Let's see what I'm gonna do now. I might release a few players. I might make it straight right now. I'm only trying two people to be. Bring him back. Okay. So hold on, what I'm gonna do now. Let's get spring cleaning done. Okay, let's play the first game.
close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be, let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun's...
Play ball. Play ball. He's straight.
Certainly won't be his last. A 2-0 finish today. The Cincinnati Reds wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Alex Wood earns his first win of the season. Jamison Taillon to settle with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Raisel Iglesias earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that's a wrap.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at
Okay, I'm taking Luis Castro. Hey, Patrick.
From the Queen City, live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Time for Game 2 of the... Luis Castillo will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than
no,
that.
No, Patrick. Do not talk like that.
Off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Lifetime in this matchup, he's only 1 for 10. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Adam Frazier comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. At the plate, number 16. The first 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full
Come
now.
on.
From 0-2 to 3-2, this is a pretty good at bat. Making this pitcher come back and really have to battle. This is a pretty good at bat right here.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. There's prior history in this matchup. He's 3 for 9. The 0-1 changeup is high, 1-1.
Hey, let's go right here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Trevor Williams will be Josh Bell the next to hit.
Leading off for Pittsburgh.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 55.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Just missing here, 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Another payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. So stepping in, Gregory Polanco. In his career versus this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Hey, we got no one
Working
here.
for the punch-out and the offering. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Francisco Cervelli is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Hit back up the middle. There's one.
Out.
Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play.
Nice,
Side
nice.
retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Luis Castillo. And he can give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
There you go. You're here. You're here.
Reined in to Frazier at the bag. On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Play ball.
Leading off the inning, Kevin Kramer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 44.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Now the 2-0 home.
Come on.
That's 3 straight balls.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
3 walks.
So here now is the pitcher, Trevor Williams, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. Kramer aboard here at first with nobody out. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice down. Make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. Here's Starling Marte as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here comes the 1-0, lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 16. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
No one out now. No one out. Let's go.
Now the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Another try at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
In now, Josh Bell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
One down now, 1 down. Hey, come on, guys.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And that's outside. He lost in ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
At the plate, Gregory Polanco. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
Bell, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Francisco Cervelli is at the plate as he takes a called strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And it's fouled away. 0-2, here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Pitcher Luis Castillo steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Come on, kid, see and drive.
First pitch coming, here it is. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. To second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. And here's Jose Peraza. His previous history with Trevor Williams, just a 3 for 13 batting line. Ready with the 1-2. Rounded softly down the line toward first. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're up 2-0. Stepping up now, Kevin Kramer. He drew a walk his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone!
Crap!
So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
The pitch standing in now, Trevor Williams. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two. Bases are empty. One man out. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Adam. Three.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Chop toward the second baseman. To his right, Peraza. Off balance throw, gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a one-run ball game. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Pirates 1. Ready for another shot now. Number 16. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Come on, guys, come on.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Ready for another chance. Corey Dickerson. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
Hey, we got one. Hey, first pitch strike. Get ahead right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Nope. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Digging in now, Josh Bell. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Our score remains 2-1.
job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
4-2 the final score today. The Buccos jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Keone Kela claims the win out of the pen, his first. Felipe Vasquez wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. Dan Plesac. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Kirk Casale may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 offering. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The Reds down to their last strike. Nope. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
One and two. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
1-run game to set. welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the Jamison Taillon will be on the mound for the Buccos.
Leading off tonight for Cincinnati, the second baseman, Jose Peralta.
First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. It's been a slow start as they come in with just one win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah.
Let's play ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hit.
For the Pirates, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Here comes the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Popped him up. Peraza over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder,
stepping in, Gregory Polanco, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Down and away, ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
A 4-1 finish. And a welcome to those of you just joining us today on MLB Network. You've come to us at the right time. Joey Votto is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here.
Let it fly right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pops it up. Newman into shallow left. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Play ball.
In is Joey Votto now, and they're runners at the corners now.
Joey Votto.
Put a rip into one. Put a rip into one.
First
right here.
pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. And missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Joey Votto. A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Reds rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Anthony DeSclafani takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Raisel Iglesias hammers down the save. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Cincinnati Reds batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Sent out to straightaway center field. Galloway has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Scott Schebler. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
1 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The 0-2 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Stepping in now, number 15. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 1-0. Lined hard toward right center. And he might have done it. Can they score that runner from first? And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
The left fielder, as we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a handing changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So bases are loaded, nowhere to put him with one away, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. Granderson
is there. Let's see if they test it.
And the Reds have done it. They walk off a winner.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offense.
On the show, you've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Cincinnati Reds are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a one-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
It is Curtis Granderson. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pick.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. Fouled away. Miami down to their last strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the 9th, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but luck.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Anthony DeSclafani still on the mound to start this 9th inning. He's got a shutout working to this point, so we'll see if he can finish this thing off. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in a driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Robert Stevenson comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Wong on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher. Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and Young thought it was just a tap.
Final today. The Reds took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Anthony DeSclafani wins his 3rd of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched.
There will be 42s everywhere today in honor of the barrier-breaking Jackie Robinson. Before we get there, though, here's what happened yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 8-0. In the standings, the Reds sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, and the Cardinals are 3rd in the division. The Pittsburgh Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-3. At the start of the day, the Nationals are in 1st place in the NL East, and the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. The Cubs brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Angels 2-1. They now have 6 straight victories. As of right now, the Cubs are in 1st place in the NL Central, while the Angels are in 2nd place in the AL West. The Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 9-8. Entering the day's action, the Dodgers sit in first place in the National League West Division, and the Brewers sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. The Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 10-5. As of today, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, and the Mets are fourth in the division. The Miami Marlins defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-1. Heading into the day, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East, while the Phillies are third in the division. The Diamondbacks amassed 14 hits in the game as they made short work of the Padres 12-3. In the standings, the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West, while the Padres are fourth in the division. The Rockies combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Giants sit in second place in the National League West Division, while the Rockies are third in the division. The New York Yankees took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-4. As of right now, the Yankees are in third place in the AL East, and the White Sox are in third place in the AL Central.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Kurt Casale may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And no one will track it down. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Struck him out. So he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hyunjin Ryu wins his 3rd of the season. Kenley Jansen closes the door for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.